I think we have forgotten to go back into what we're trying to solve. Like the problem is that we don't pay too much attention about the end-to-end user experience.
As WIT marks its 20th year in 2025, we turn the spotlight on our community to tell their stories and share their views on the evolution of online travel and technology. Conversations on Turning 20 is the collective story of WIT. As a Chinese saying goes, 以古为鉴,可以知形体. By using history as a mirror, one can understand the rise and fall of things.
So if you think about where we are, it's an incredible moment which I think will define the next wave of experiences we have. So if we go back to the 90s, the internet came in and initially started like very slow. So it went down a little bit, and then over time in the 2000s, it really picked up because now we had access to this. Broadband was like a lot better. At the time, we had 55 million people actually accessing the internet. So that is one of the first waves. And then the second wave that came in was social. So in the years of 2000 to 2010, that's when Facebook was born. All of a sudden, people were not anonymous anymore. They were actually going and accessing mainly through desktop, the internet. Then in the 2010s to 2020s, or let's say early 2010s, what happened is we had mobile phones and everything moved to mobile. So if you remember, we had the social, local, mobile, and all that. So again, the same trend starts off slowly. People discount it initially. There's a bunch of interesting ideas, and then it actually picks up and really takes off. After that, you had the cloud. So in the mid like 2015, like 10s in 2015, cloud really started happening. So we could access data everywhere. Like everyone shifted to the cloud. Life was beautiful. We had data centers. There were no outages, and it was mostly fueled by actually really good broadband and like optic fiber and the cheap, pizza boxes that we put as servers. And now we're at this incredible stage. So there was initially a lot of excitement. I think we're starting to enter into the period of a little bit of disappointment. Like AI is amazing. We used it. Like the first 5 times you use it, it was like, oh wow, my God, this changes everything. And now it's like, but is it really that amazing? So we're in that moment, like in a little bit down. But I can guarantee you that in the next 5, 7 years, we're gonna see a completely different world. And the enabler in that wave is actually data because it starts fueling it. Any one of the models is as good as its training data, right? Which is roughly limited. Like that's what the world has in information, and also the data that you input. So when you put those like Cambrian moments of technology, which changes a lot, it's like we had the internet, then we had social, then we had mobile, then we had cloud, and now we're in the latest stage, which is AI. And it is incredibly exciting because for the first time in I think in my part of as a student of technology, the technology is not the problem anymore. Historically, everyone has been like, we don't have the technology to get it to that stage. Now the technology is there. And we need to do a better job of like thinking through the user experience and what we want to create for users and fuel it with data. I think we have forgotten to go back into what we're trying to solve. Like the problem is that we don't pay too much attention about the end-to-end user experience. What do we want? Right now, we're using like a little bit of the AI because we have this incredible tech to create videos so we can get served more Google ads at the right time. The actual really good problems that we need to think about is what about education? What about healthcare? What about making travel and people connecting and seeing each other that we're not that different? Really a truly beautiful experience for all of us. So we're going after the low hanging fruit, something that makes you a little bit of money and saves you 2 hours and like working with a couple of tools. Now you can do it automatically. But really, is that why we spend billions of dollars to build AI to have better ads? Like, come on, people. So I think the problem is that we as an industry haven't really shifted our attention to what really matters. And as travel, like to me, travel is that's why, as you and I were discussing, to me, travel is we need to really start bridging the separate cases of the traveler experience. Not in terms of selling them more, but in terms of making it really shine for them, not thinking about it, making that little stress and anxiety that we have as we travel taken away because the technology is there now. That you know that you'll be taken care of, that you don't have to stress out when your flight is delayed because it's already communicated to your loved ones at home that you'll be a little bit delayed. You're moved to the right thing. This can happen as we work across the industry, not just like airlines being airlines, transportation companies being transportation companies, and hotels being hotels. It's like throughout this journey, we can do so much better, and we have to. It's on us, and it's honestly not selling more ads.